recent war between Iran and US, or meaning between US and Israel combined with Iran, what is happening and what is the outcome? Some of the interesting details it gave up with, and who is having hedge, and who is, what's happening, what are the risk factors. It gave me some of the interesting details. The first and foremost, you would see that the fighting happening on the skies between missiles, the missiles being shot down in the both ways, and some of the damages which is happening. But one of the interesting fact which has been provided by AI is the drones is extensively used by Iran, and the cost of this drone is about 20,000. To neutralize it, the Middle East countries are using the US based Patriots, which cost about 4 million. So that's where is the challenge. Or the other one is even higher, which is called TUD. Mostly they use Patriot, which is 4 million, and whereas they are using, Iran is using drones. The point is, drones could create a kind of a scary among the people living there, and its damage could not might not be extensive. Can occasionally cause fire or could damage a small room or a parking lot. It is not going to cause extensive damage, but then it can create a kind of a panic to the people when they see the drones flying around. It can fall on anyone's head as well, or something could happen. No doubt it's a small damage, but in a peaceful country, one cannot take chances, and that's where most of the Middle East countries are using Patriot missile to neutralize. That is something interesting to note. Why missiles needs to be used for to neutralize drones should have associated anti-drone system which could bring these down. That is what I think Israel has extensively used, and I believe, though I'm not an expert in the defense system, I believe even in kind of a warlike situation between India and Pakistan, the swarm of drones which came from Pakistan, I believe India neutralized it with the associated anti-drone system. And of course, they used missiles, but predominantly they used drones. That's what I believe, and that's what is happening. Israel, who is a kind of a, have expertise in drone, and they can always neutralize with the drones itself. And they have a the world well-known Iron Dome system, so they are pretty much able to neutralize whether it is missiles or drones. Whereas Middle East, across all the countries in Middle East, is having a challenge because kind of a this kind of attack they have not witnessed, so it's a kind of a scary for them, and that's where even the drones could create a challenge. That's where the air traffic is not happening, could definitely cause challenges to the air traffic. So this is one point which seems to be kind of a there is a edge. I would not say edge for Iran, but that we need to see in next few days how it's happening. And one more interesting factor is that what AI gave. It's not my input. What AI gave is at the current engagement rates, Qatar's Patriot missile reserve estimated to last only 4 days. So we are maybe around 7th or 8th March is what we need to see. That's about a week's from the start of the conflict. We need to see what's happening. And Iran has been firing, most of them are drone, and occasionally they are firing missiles. But they could change the trend once they know that the Patriot missile is exhausted, the saturation tactics, then probably Iran could cause higher damage. We need to see, the world need to see what's happening maybe from March 8th, that is after a week of start, what's happening, how Middle East is able to sustain, or by the time whether it neutralizes all the missiles also which is available with Iran. Iran is supposed to have around a few thousands of missile system, so we need to see what's happening. So that is one interesting point about drone versus missile. There's a mismatch using expensive missile to neutralize drone. And this is again, AI has given that this information. You find superiority in all of them. Air defense system, yeah, superiority. Where Iran is holding a key is in ballistic missile. So probably yes, US has that, but whether they have it in their bases in Middle East, that is what one need to see. That is where they have a challenge over here. And the other one is the proxies, the militia network, uh, the other Hamas and others, how they are going to. So far, it's only Iran versus US Israel. We need to see the militant groups how they are going to get involved. So maybe in the week 2, week 3, we could see. But otherwise, the domain dominance clearly says where and how, who is having an edge over what. So and it's interesting. Like all this are generated by AI. It's not generated by someone. It's all generated by AI. Next one is, of course, the oil, because Hormuz, Strait of Hormuz, it is estimated 20% of the world supply oil supply goes to Strait of Hormuz. And as on 4th March, Iran is saying they are hitting some of the oil supply tankers which is passing through the Strait of Hormuz. So we are somewhere here in the first week. We are about 85, 87 range of the oil prices, and as per this AI generated image, it's not 4 weeks, 5 weeks. It's going to be about ceasefire talks will be happening. If you look at it's week 12, is what is the ceasefire happening is going to happen. And if you look at it, we need to keep our fingers crossed, see that after 4 weeks, that is by March end, it is predicted by March end, it is predicted that 4th week of March, it is predicted that oil prices could go per barrel to 150 USD. Oh, again, all these are predictions because we are in the initial phase. We are not even reached crashed 100 mark. We're still below that. In the we need to see only on March 8th whether we are going above $100 per barrel or not. And then the significant rise is, as per the predictions of AI, is going to be on the 4th week. That is about around March end is what 150, and then it could taper off because by that time, it could get exhausted or something could happen, and only a week, around 10 to 12 weeks, is what the ceasefire is going to happen. Anyway, as of now, it's not clear, and all these are, as I said, all predictions are from AI. And then comes the probability of escalation. If you look at it, the percentage, yes, full scale invasion into Iran is very less. It's not going to be like previous wars like Iraq, where there are foot soldiers who entered Iraq or Afghanistan. It's not going to be like that. The probability is pretty less. Full scale invasion and regime change is less. What is more is the yellow, the targeted strikes or strategic sites. This is happening at both the ends, at the US, Israel attacking the strategic sites in Iran, and Iran vice versa attacking the sites in Middle East. That's also happening. And the contain proxy and warfare proxy. Military militant groups joining in. That is also the high percentage. Whatever said and done, yeah, at least everyone's belief is that there should be much more peace across the globe. If it escalates, then it could be a challenge for everyone.